Hello everyone, I'm Manisha. I met you last with the topic LCM, and today I'm back with a new topic, that is greatest common factor. Upon the completion of this lesson, the students will be able to define the greatest common factor. They will be in state to determine the GCF for pairs of numbers, and also they will be in condition to apply the concept of greatest common factor or highest common factor in real life situation. So, greatest common factor. What is a factor? Well, a factor is a number that divides another number evenly, that is with no remainder. For example, 2. 2 is a factor of 8. Why? Because 2 divides the number 8 completely, leaving no remainder behind. So, the greatest common factor is the largest factor that two numbers share. How to find the factor using multiplication? That's easy. Let's take any number, say 8. Now, how can we write 8? Well, write the given number as the product of two numbers in different possible ways. So how can we write 8 as multiplication of two numbers or as a product of two numbers? We can write 8 as 1 multiplied by 8, 2 multiplied by 4, right? So we have many possible ways to write the product of the given number. All the numbers that are involved in all these products are the factors of the given number. As discussed with you all, example A, that is 1 multiplied by 8. So yes, 1 and 8 both are factors of 8. 2 multiplied by 4, 2 and 4 both are factors of 8. I hope this thing is clear to you. Now, let us understand how to find the greatest common factor or the highest common factor with the help of an example. So, let us find the GCF or the greatest common factor of 12 and 42. For this, we need to write all the factors of each number. First number is 12. How to write 12 in terms of product of any two numbers? We can write it as 1 multiplied by 2, then 2 multiplied by 6, then on 3 table also it comes, so 3 multiplied by 4, 4 multiplied by 3. Do we need to write 4 multiplied by 3? It's getting repeated, don't you think? 3 multiplied by 4 or 4 multiplied by 3. So we can cut it down. So the factors of 12, all the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Now let's write the factors of 42, our second number. So the factors of 42, first will be 1, right? 1 multiplied by 42. Second will be 2, that is 2 multiplied by 21. Third one will be 3 multiplied by 14. What about 4? Does 42 comes in the table of 4? No. So, no possible way. So, 4 is not a factor of 42. Coming to 5. Of course, 42 is not a factor of 5 at all. What about 6? Yes, 6 sevens are 42. Next will be 7 6 are, but do we need to write 7 6 again? No, we don't have to write that again. The possible factors for 42 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21 and 42. As the topic is greatest common factor, so after having the list of the factors, we need to find the common factors. So let's highlight the common factor. We have 1 as a common factor. Yes, we do have. We have 2. Yes. We have 3 as well. Yes. And then what is next? 4? No. 6? Yes. And 12? No. So the greatest common factor of 12 and 42 is 6. right? So our HCF or GCF for the numbers 12 and 42 is 6. I hope all the steps involved in this particular example was clear to all. Let's come to the next. Greatest common factor. Now, why do we need this? Why we need HCF or GCF? Where do we apply this concept in our daily life? So let's see where we apply. We apply this in many fields actually. First is when you want to split things into smaller section. It can be a rope which has to be cut into different number of pieces, different number of lengths, then to equally distribute any number of sets of item into largest grouping, or to arrange something into definite number of rows or groups. Don't worry, we will see the examples in the upcoming slides. Now we have another question. What is the GCF or HCF of 18 and 27? So let's write all the factors. That is our first step. All the factors of 18. So 1 multiplied by 18, then 2 nines are 18, then 3 6 are 18, then does it come in the table of 4? No, not at all. So next is writing all the possible factors for 27. So 1 multiplied by 27, 2 multiplied by what? Nothing. So 2 is not a factor of 27. What about 3? Yes, it is a factor. And then 4, no. 5, no. 6, no. 7, no. 8, no. 9, yes. Right? But do we need to write 9 again? No, we don't have to write because we have already written 3 cross 9 or 3 multiplied by 9. So factors of 27 that we will have here is 1, 3, then 27 and 9, right? Now, let's find the common one. So 1 is common, 3 is common, 9 is common. But we need the greatest common factor. So among all these factors, we have the greatest common factor, that is 9. So our GCF or HCF, if we call it, so it will be 9. I hope now the steps are clear to you, that how we write the factors first and then we select the common one, and out of those common one we check out for the greatest common factor. Moving to the next slide. What is the GCF of 48 and 60? Again, you have to follow the same steps, so I will not repeat. First, you need to write the factors of 48, then factors of 60, select the common one, and after that, select greatest from all those common factors. So the factors of 48 are there on your screen. Factors of 60 are there on your screen. Select the common one. Select the greatest common factor. So I think the greatest common factor which I can see is, yes, it's 12. So our GCF is 12. Now, with the help of all these three examples, I hope the concept, the way to find the GCF for the given pair of numbers are clear to you. Let's move to another example. Yeah, so the question is that there are two wires, one of 12 meter and second one of 16 meter long. Now you have to imagine the situation. You're having two wires, one 12 meter and one 16 meter long. Now the wire are to be cut. Highlight those words which you think is important here. So the wire is to be cut into pieces of equal length. So equal length means basically we need to divide 12 and 16 into equal parts or equal length. What do we need to find? We need to find the maximum. Maximum means the greatest or highest length of each piece. Okay, so yes, to find the maximum length, we need to apply HCF here or GCF here. So let's find the HCF or GCF of 12 and 16. So the factors are there on the screen. I have not explained it enough. So factors are there on your screen. Just select the common one and then select the highest one. So here the highest common factor is 4. 4 is here and 4 is here. So yes, highest common factor of 12 and 16 is 4. So the maximum length of each piece will be 4 meters. Okay, now Priyanka has 2 pieces of cloth. Imagine, please. So Priyanka has 2 pieces of cloth. One piece is 45-inch wide and the other piece is 90 inches wide. Okay, so basically you have these two numbers, 45 inches and 90 inches. Now let's check whether they want us to divide these numbers. So she wants to cut both the strips of equal width. Okay, so she want to cut that's two into equal width. So it means we have to divide the numbers, right, into equal parts. So how we are going to do that? We are going to find the common factors, and later on they are asking, the question is asking how wide should she cut the strips. Okay, so the wideness of the strip they are asking for. So let's give them answer. This problem can be solved by using the HCF, right? Because they are asking us to, divide the two numbers and then finding out something common. So because we are cutting or dividing the strips of clothes into smaller pieces, and I told you in the beginning that we use this concept of HCF or GCF when we have to divide something into smaller sections or smaller pieces. And we are looking for the widest possible strips, right? Widest means सबसे चौड़ी, means maximum length. So HCF of 45 and 90 will be 45. You can try this, write all the factors, the possible factors, and then select the greatest common one. So that will be 45. So yes, so we can say that Priyanka should cut each piece to be 45 inches wide, right? I hope this particular situation is clear. Now it's time for some homework. So let me read this question for you. Answer I have given, but it's totally your responsibility to solve each and every step included in this question. Mr. Patil has 3 classes. Each class has 28, 42 and 56. So these are the numbers which are given to you, 28, 42 and 56 students. Now, Mr. Patil wants to divide. Here we got the magical word, divide, right? Means all these numbers has to be divided into groups. Now that group has to be equal, right? Because every group in every class has the same number. So we have to divide the numbers equally. And then they are asking what is the maximum number of student. So maximum number of student, this is giving us a hint that the question is asking us for the greatest common factor. For the greatest number means we have to apply the concept of HCF here. So the question is open for you. Write the factors of 28, 42 and 56. Select the common factors and then select the greatest common one. The answer will be 6, but yes, you need to solve this question in your notebook first. Hope you all liked the video and you got something to learn from this video. If you like my video, please share it, like it, subscribe it. Thank you so much.